everyone, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back, and thank you for supporting me. I'm Coretta. In today's video, I will be showing how to convert a single layer image, PNG, to a multiple layer image, SVG, in Cricut Design Space. Want to see how I did it? Come on, let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is find an image on Google. So here in Google, I'm going to search for Mickey Mouse coloring page. So full disclaimer, I'm using this image for tutorial purposes only and will not be selling it. Also, you can select the image of your choice. If it's not Mickey that you want to do, just pick any image that you want to do. Today, I'm doing Mickey. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, and it's right under the menu bar, under the search bar, and I'm going to select images. Here on images, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over under the menu, under the search bar, and I'm going to select tools. Under the tool option, I'm going to select size, and I'm going to put this on large. And the reason why I chose this filter is because I want to be able to I want Google to show me high resolution images. And so this is how you get the high resolution images. Next, I'm going to select the image that I want to use. So for my project today, I'm going to use this Mickey Mouse right here. So I'm going to select the Mickey that I want to use, and you'll see it pop up on the right hand side, and that's if you're using Google, it will pop up on your right hand side. I'm going to right click the image, and I am going to save image as, and then I am going to name the image. So for me, I'm going to name the image Mickey Coloring Page, and I'm going to hit save. Now that I have my image saved, I am going to head on over to Cricut Design Space, and I am going to upload the image into Cricut Design Space. So I'm going to open Cricut Design Space. And in Cricut Design Space, I'm going to upload the image. And to upload the image, I'm going to go to Upload. I'm going to upload image. I'm going to go to Browse. I'm going to go to the folder where I saved the image. And then I'm going to select my image, and I'm going to select Open. On this screen, I'm going to select Image Type Complex, and then I'm going to hit Continue. So here we are on the background removal screen. And because we're using a coloring page, you want to remove the background. So if you have Cricut Access, if you have the Cricut Access subscription, you would be able to select the automatic background remover. I don't have Cricut Access, so I have to scroll down to the manual features. Here, I'm going to select the magic wand, which is the first icon, and then I'm going to select more options. Under more options, I want to reduce the colors because reducing the colors is going to give you a grayscale, and it's going to make it easier for you to clean up the background. And so reducing my colors, it has defaulted to unmodified. I'm going to select the drop down menu and I'm going to select the number 2. And as you can see, it has reduced the color of the image and it's gray, and it's going to help make cleaning up this image easier. Now, making sure that the magic wand is selected, I'm going to touch all of I'm going to remove all of the gray area, like so. So what I'm going to do is click in all of the gray areas to remove the background. And I'm only going to leave the black line. I'm going to remove all of the background. So I will speed this part up so that we can get to the gist of the video. Now that I have removed all of the gray background from the image, I am going to zoom out, and I want to remove this black box and these words around the image. So I'm going to go over here and select my eraser tool. I'm going to change the size a little bit, and then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to erase the black line all the way around the image. So I'm just taking my mouse and I'm moving it across the area that I want to remove from the screen. And you want to be careful when you get close to your image so you don't erase any of that. But if you happen to get it, you can always hit this little back button over here and it'll go back a step, and then you can start over again. So now I'm going to check to make sure that I removed all of the space, all of the background and the lines from the image. And to do that, I am going to click on the preview cut image. And what it does is it shows me a preview of what the image will look like now that all of the background has been removed. And I'm going to zoom in, and I'm just going to double check it by scrolling down and looking to see if I have everything removed. Okay, so I'm satisfied that I removed all of the gray. So the next thing I'm going to do is select Apply and Continue. On this screen, I am going to select the cut image because I want it to be a cut image. So I'm going to select Cut Image, and then I'm going to select Upload. On the recent uploads, I am going to select my image and I'm going to add it to the canvas. So that it will be easier to work with, I am going to reduce the size down to 5, but I'm going to lock the proportion and I'm going to reduce it down to 5. And this is going to make it easier for me to see and also easier for me to work with. To convert this image into a SVG, I'm going to be using the contour feature. This feature allows you to show or hide details of an image so you can pick which part of the design you want to cut. So, to create the multiple layers, I'm going to duplicate this image 5 times. So you can right click and duplicate, or you can go over here to the top menu bar, to your panels bar, and you can select duplicate. So I'm going to duplicate this 5 times. Okay, so as you can see, I have 5, well 6. Let me get rid of 1 because I only want 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So over here, you can see on the layers panel, I have 5 layers here. And each one of these layers will represent a different color. So I'm going to move these over to the side. I'm just going to select them and I'm going to move them over so that they'll be out of the way. And I'm just moving them, no particular way, just moving them out of the way so that I can work with them one at a time. When layering vinyl, you want to have a solid color background so that you can layer your colors on top of. So for the first image, I'm going to select this image. I'm going to go to the bottom right hand corner and I'm going to select contour. On this screen, in the middle, you will see the grayscale version of the image, and on the sides, you will see all of the cut lines of this image. So on the side here, if you scroll up and down, you will see all of the cut lines. So to do this, you can scroll up or down to select the cut lines you want to hide. And that could be kind of hard if you have a bunch of small cut lines. So the easiest way would be to begin with hide all contours. This will hide everything and create a silhouette of the image. Then on the image, select the area that you want to keep. For this layer, I'm going to make it my background layer. So I will just keep the outline silhouette, which is the top out cut line here. So I'm going to select hide all contours. And so as you can see, it turned everything black over here. And it has hidden everything except for this top layer. When you finish with your selection, you would just select the X to close, and then you would have your silhouette or your background image. But before I do that, there's this little spot here that I want to hide. So I'm going to select it over here and I'm going to hide that. That way I can see between his hand and his ear. So now that I've selected all of the things that I want to hide, I'm going to select the X here. And now you see that we have our background image. And I'm going to move this one out of the way. I'm going to put it right here. And then I'm just going to grab another one and I'm going to put it over here to the side. So for my second layer, I will make the gloves, the inside of his eyes, and the buttons on his pants white. So again, I'm going to make sure my image is selected. I'm going to go down to the bottom right and I'm going to select contour. I am going to hide all contours. And then I'm going to select his glove. All the pieces of his glove. I'm going to select the inside of his eyes. And I'm going to select the buttons. Next, I'm going to select the top layer here, this top cut line here, which is the background. And then I am going to X out. And it has the gloves, the eyes, and the buttons. Next, I'm going to go up to Operation. I'm going to click on the color swatch, and I'm going to change this to white. And then I'm going to move it over to the side. Now, for my third layer, I'm going to move one of the images over to the side. And I am going to go down to the bottom right. I'm going to select Contour. I'm going to select Hide All Contours. Then I'm going to select the area of his face. And you can tell which area you have selected because they will highlight. You can see the different areas highlight when you have them selected. And sometimes the mouse just doesn't get over the area that you need no matter where you put it. And so because this face area seems to be a little difficult to get to, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to select his face because I can see it right here. So I'm going to select his face. So now we have his face selected. Then I'm going to select his nose because that's an area of his face. I want to select the tongue. And I'm going to select his mouth. Then I'm going to select the background or the outline cut line. And I can see here that I have some spaces that I still need to work on. So I'm going to go over here because I forgot to select the inside of his eyes. And so now I have the inside of his eyes selected. Hold on, that's the wrong piece. It's this large piece right here that I want. Okay, so now I'm satisfied. So I'm satisfied here. I'm going to select the X. I have his face here. I'm going to go to the color swatch and I'm going to change this to a brown color. And then I'm going to move it out of the way. Again, I'm going to take another image. I'm going to move it over here and I'm going to create my fourth layer. The fourth layer is going to be his pants. And so I want that to be red. I also want this area in here, which is his tongue. I want that also to be red. So with my image selected, I'm going to go down to Contour. I'm going to hide all contour. I'm going to select his pants. I'm going to select the buttons so that I can have the buttons, the insert for the buttons. And I'm going to select his tongue because that's another piece that I want to be red. I'm going to deselect the background layer, and that is going to leave me with his pants. And I forgot the little piece of his pants that's down here. So I'm satisfied again. I'm going to X out of that. I'm going to go to the color swatch and I'm going to select red, and I'm going to move that out of the way. The last layer of the image is going to be his shoes. So again, with my image selected, I'm going to go down to contour. I'm going to hide all contours. And then I'm going to select the parts to his shoes. And then I'm going to hide the silhouette or the background layer. And I'm going to X out of it. And I forgot a part of his shoes. So again, if you forget a part, you can always go back. With the image selected, you will go back to contour. And then you would just select the part that you forgot. And then hit the X. Go to your color swatch. I'm going to turn the shoes to a gold color. And then I'm going to move that out of the way. So I've pieced all the layers back together. It may not look like it's totally lined up correctly, but it doesn't matter if you line them up correctly or not, because Cricut is going to cut them out separately. So now I'm going to bring in the original image so that we can compare it and see the transformation. So that's our transformation. We had this coloring page and we transformed it into a 5-layer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 5-layer SVG. So for this video, I won't be layering it or doing a project to layer it. But in the comments, you can let me know if you would like for me to make a separate video showing how to cut this out and how to piece it together. All right, guys, that's all for now. I hope that you were able to follow along with my process. If you like this video and would like to see more, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and consider subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will respond back. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.